Hello and welcome to another episode of Alpha Audio. Today we have the Technics SU G700M2 and we already reviewed it on our website, but I still wanted to make a video about it because there is some stuff that is pretty special and it deserves a video. When I start a review, I mostly don't look at the price and I do that because I want to start with a clean sheet. I just don't want to know what it costs. I want to have my purest first impression that I can have. And when I'm listening for the first time, I always try to see, where does it fit in terms of price? And sometimes it's spot on, sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. And in this case, I couldn't really figure it out because there were some things that were really good about this amplifier, and there was some stuff before I started using LAPC, more about that later, that I thought, not really sure. You really need to use LAPC with this amp if you want to have the maximum quality. That's just a fact. I thought it was a gimmick. It really isn't. It does work and it works really, really well. If you're not using LAPC yet, please do, because it made a huge difference. At least in our listening room with our TAD Evolution 2s, it made a big difference, especially in the mid-range. And that was quite upfront without using it. And when I started using it, it was really, really smooth and layered and detail-rich without being clinical. So I think that's a big jump. And it's free because it's already in there. But there was another thing that made me think. The analog inputs are less great than the digital inputs. When I played digitally, it was marvelous. It was really, really detail-rich and structured, and tones had a depth that I couldn't relate to the pricing because it's €2,500. Yes, it's a lot of money, but it's an integrated amp with a lot of connectivity. And I couldn't say it was $2,500 most of the time when I was playing digitally. And it makes sense because they had to cut costs somewhere. The 1000 series is better in that regard, but realize that all the analog inputs have to be digitized and then processed. And converting analog to digital just costs money if you want to do it really, really, really good. Well, in the 1000 series, they had some money to spend. Now they had to make a $2,500 amplifier, integrate it, and make money themselves, of course, and the distributor and the retail had to make money somehow, so they had to cut costs. But are the analog inputs bad? No, but they're just less good than the digital ones. And if you know that, that's not an issue. But I didn't test the phono stage, so I can't say anything about that, but it would be funny because, Technics makes really good record players. The SL1200 is legendary. And it would be funny if you just connect it and you know that it will be digitized and all the vinyl lovers will be like, oh, it's not possible. But anyways, it does digitize the analog inputs because the whole signal path is digital as long as possible. It will go to analog at the very, very last point. The output power, we measured it. It's spot on, just as spot on as they specify it in the technical sheets. Noise is low. Well, it's all good, actually. It's technically a very, very nice amplifier, and it should be because it's designed in Japan. It's built in Malaysia, this one, but okay, it's designed in Japan. And there was one thing that Technics Netherlands emailed us for, and that's the noise on the power supply. Now, realize that we measure noise in a couple of ways. We measure it on the speaker output. It was clean as a whistle. Nothing. It's just very good. But we also measure noise that goes back to the grid. And we do that because it can potentially be an issue if you have, for example, other components in your system, like a phono preamp. In that case, that noise could be an issue for the phono stage if it has a linear power supply, if it's really sensitive, and if it's in the same distribution block, for example. Now, if you know that this amplifier does put out noise, it's a switch mode power supply, so it does. Then you can maybe put your phono preamp in another distribution block with a filter. If you don't know it, you could think, why is it sounding not as good as it should? And that's why we measure noise on that is being put back on the grid. It doesn't have to be an issue at all. Well, all in all, I thought it was a really impressive amp, and please do use LAPC because it does work. If you don't, you just cut yourself short. All in all, very nice amplifier, well worth the money, and please audition it if you're in the market in this price band. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.